Welcome back, gamers, to the Experience Points podcast, and this is episode 18 on October 18th, 2020. Haha, see what I did there? I did it on purpose. And today, I'm your host, Zero Sin, aka CDP, aka Cyrus Devitis, and I am joined by Kim, aka Miss Awesome.
Hello.
Eric, aka Black to the Out. And last but not least, Kevin, aka Mr. Know-It-All.
I feel like I'm in an Arsenio Hall episode.
Classic. Don't be scared, Arsenio. On today's episode, we're going to chit-chat about the PS5 UI, which I am very happy to discuss, even if some people aren't. We're going to talk about Spider-Cat, which everybody loves. Spider-Cat, yes. Blackout, Eric, I'm going to say Spider-Cat. And there's some new details that emerged for the Crown Tundra. We're going to discuss those. And in our open discussion, we're going to chat about what made you guys excited for the past gen of console launches, and what are you excited for the PS5. And stick to the very end for an episode of Retro Gaming Sessions starring Kim herself, and I'm going to be along for the ride narrating. And with that being said, let's kick it off with the biggest news of this week, the PS5 UI. Did you guys enjoy the reveal?
It was respectable.
such a jackass.
It was cool. I mean, it was cool to see it, but it was more of felt more like a Little Big Planet demo than anything.
Come on, yeah, don't be that like guy. That's one of the games they had to show off, and it did a very good job showing the UI. Now, my question is, like with a game like Little Big Planet, you know, you have those stages you can go to and whatnot. And a game like Spider-Man, you don't do that. It's basically you got checkpoints along the way for the story. How are they going to incorporate it that way?
I don't know.
Any ideas?
I mean, I've never actually played Little Big Planet before. I mean, I know all about the game, but I've just never actually played it.
I mean, I played the past ones, but I didn't really get into it just because, I don't know. It was an alright game. It didn't really delve too far into it.
Kim, how about you?
Yeah, I was going to say, I played Little Big Planet when I first got my PlayStation 4.
Uh-huh.
And I think maybe I got like 1 or 2 levels into it, and I was just like, I'm bored.
I love Little Big Planet. That game was so much fun, especially the first one. It was so innovative and what it did, especially with the user creations, because you can make a stage and upload it to the freaking game, and they had hundreds of thousands of stages you can go to, and of course they had the most popular ones and the best ones. And just like in Dreams, you know, people made some amazing stuff. That's one of my favorite things about games like that. Like, you don't give us everything, because when you don't give us everything, people find ways to make what they want, and that's when it's the most interesting. Now, a game like Dreams, that game is freaking gorgeous, and people have made some astonishing things in there. And I saw this one guy, he made like he basically just created a kitchen with a table, and it had a plate of food on there, and the plate of food looked real. I was like, you freaking made this in this damn game? So, games with creator suites like that have always fascinated me. And the story mode in Little Big Planet was a hell of a lot of fun to play. It was funny as hell, too. Media Molecule did a great job making that game. So, I just added this one to my list. I'm going to get it digitally, because I want to have most of my games on there digital, so I can hop back and forth and jump in between and not have to insert a disc. But anyway, back to the UI. So there was definitely some changes. One of the first things they said was that this is a pre-production environment, and you said that there's going to be small changes, and I'm kind of leery about that. I'm hoping that, you know, what they showed us is not going to be like a stark difference from when the PS5 drops, because I'm so glad that freaking crossbar is gone. Like, I hate the crossbar with a passion, and when it came back to PS4, I was so mad.
I don't think it's gonna be that different. I think it just means like they might make slight tweaks here and there, but they don't want to say anything is locked in stone. Because then people be like, "Hey, this is what we saw. What do we have it now, man? I'm gonna tell my mom.
You're a phony.
A big fat phony."
Yeah,
Look,
so
guys, they changed the
I don't mind the
PS5. You're
menu
a
system.
phony.
The menu system's fine for me, other than the fact that it has some lag issues now and then.
Wait, what are you
I don't
talking
know if
about?
just because my system's just old. I don't
Oh,
know.
I was gonna say the only time
I'm
mine
scrolling through
lagged,
stuff, and sometimes it's just like, nope, I don't want to load that up right now, or I want to hiccup a little bit.
You're talking about
but-
the PS4, right?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Nope, I have a hands-on PS5 at my house.
You're so stupid. You're so silly. And something else I'm excited about is they integrated the PS Store into the freaking system. I cannot wait to see what they did with the online app for PlayStation, because I use that
Made
thing.
a lot of-
I use that thing quite a bit. I really do. So I'm really excited to see what the overhaul is to that.
Well, right now their overall is they made a lot of people salty. That still play on the Vita and the PS3.
Well, the thing is, you can still buy the games from your PS3 on that store. You just can't do it from the mobile app, which is fine.
Right.
Because I did buy quite a few games from the mobile app, like at work, and let them download while I was at work. So when I came home, I just play them. That was perfect. It's fantastic.
But I guess the people are just angry because they can't access it on the website anymore.
I gotcha. Well, if they're still playing PS3 games when PS5 is coming out, I think they'll be okay. Kim, what was your favorite feature that you saw during the UI presentation?
I don't know. I think I liked having the screen share with your group and
Good
having
girl.
the superimposed image of what they're playing over what you're playing.
Yes, I'm super excited about that because when I first saw when they were showing the PlayStation 4 and they talked about share play and handing the freaking control over to somebody else, I was like, I'm sorry, you can do what? So I was super psyched to get that and to only realize that it really doesn't work that well or 100% of the time.
Garbage.
So I'm really hoping, a part of me is hoping that comes back and it's better, or that it's just gone completely and they're just focusing on that video / screen share experience, because I would love to hop on and watch Eric play Spider-Man, whatever, because last year me and him had a couple of contests in Spider-Man where I posted like me beating up bad guys on Facebook, and then he did the same thing. He was like, oh, I did it better, but that'd be so amazing to do it together, have that recorded and uploaded to Facebook. That'd be great.
That would.
Eric, which feature are you most excited about that you saw,
Well,
if any?
Kim kind of went over to what you were already saying, but I do like the fact that you can like watch videos and stuff while you're playing. Kind of do the same thing as you were saying. Not only can you share, watch videos, but you can like watch like other kind of videos. I'm assuming you'll be able to watch anything. Like you can just watch YouTube while you're playing or something, which would be really cool if I'm like doing some trophy hunting and I want to just watch something while I'm doing it, so I'm not incredibly bored, even though I don't mind the grind. But you get what I'm saying. Just having that potential.
Exactly. Well, they did say they were going to come back with more information before the launch, and that big old media bar was up there, and it was just all lonely and sad and untouched, and I'm really hoping that really delivers on that front. Kevin, what were you most excited about to see?
Like the fact that you'll be able to like switch things out on the fly.
Shit,
have the speed.
Those damn load times are literally 2.5 seconds. I timed it.
I guess I should have said load times, because that is like the best thing right there.
I'm kind of excited about like the overall, like not just the UI aspects. I mean, the whole thing looks like it's an overall improvement, but.
Well,
Yeah.
I am a UI whore, and whenever it comes to any UI, I get excited about it because I love technology for one. That's first and foremost, and then second, I love things that are quick and snappy and faster and just crispy. And the PS5 looks like a crispy bucket of KFC chicken, and I don't care what nobody says. It looks delicious.
Way better than Popeyes.
Wow. What is wrong with you people?
That was my first job, and Popeyes is delicious. And don't judge me because I'm black and my first job was with chicken. Anyway, they mentioned something about a mute button on the controller, and I looked over that damn controller several times. I did not see a mute button.
Didn't look good enough.
Maybe it's on the bottom. So you can quick toggle somebody.
Jackasses. They said that when you're on a voice call, you can either mute it from menu or from the controller itself. So I'm assuming that the PlayStation button does that. Like with the photo capture and video capture button on the PS4, you can actually change what the button does. So you can either hold it down to take photos, or you can click it twice to take photos. So I'm assuming that that's going to be one of the little functions there. And I'm excited about that one because I can mute y'all fools in no time. A couple of more changes was the game select portion on the bottom is called Switcher. I peeped that out, and then the friends list is now called Game Base. So I'm really hoping that they expand more on that, and I'm hoping that when you click on Switcher, that a plethora of games just pop up that you have on your system. You can just hop into one in no time. You know what I'm saying? The Xbox Series X was touting that they can do that, and I watched one of the previews for it, and it really does work. Like you're out of one game and into another game right where you left off within seconds. And I'm just really hoping that PlayStation 5 has something like that too.
Anywho, coin for your Switcher.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, well, moving on from the PS5 UI, we're going to talk about a little bit about Spider-Cat. I was so mad that they called it Spider-Man the Cat. I was like, come on now. Spider-Cat would have been perfect. Especially knowing Insomniac, how perfect they do things half the damn time. They should have called it Spider-Cat.
I have my reasons behind this. Okay, so look here. Spider-Pig, if you know, actually has superpowers. So that's why he's Spider-Pig. If it was a regular pig named Spider-Pig, it would be more like it'd be like Spider-Man the Pig, because therefore you're not expecting he's gonna have superpowers. When I hear Spider-Cat, I want that damn cat to have superpowers.
Well, if you watch my little trailer to the end, he does fight with you, and I saw some electric come out of his claws. So Spider-Cat.
I don't think I saw the electric come out of his claws. I think you're really reaching for that one.
Kim, being our resident cat expert, if you can have Spider-Man the cat be any type of cat, what cat would it be?
Any type of cat?
Mm-hmm.
God, I don't even know. Because, I don't know, I feel like once you have one cat that has, like, spider powers or whatever, then...
It doesn't have spider powers.
I was going to say that it just becomes...
It's just a cat.
It's legitimately a cat named Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I have thought this through, and I would love for Spider-Man the cat to be a Calico, because Calico.
I knew you were going to say a Calico.
But then it would have to be a Spider-Woman, because Calicos are only female.
Okay.
That's just going to make even more levels of complication.
Well, first of all, you're being a gender racist because they didn't say anything about the sex of the cat. So we don't know if it's a female. It could be a female.
I think a black cat.
I don't think they would name Spider-Man the cat.
They can name the damn cat whatever they want.
I'm just saying. I think it would be like Black Cats. The cats. Yeah, there we go. Black Cat the
You're so
cat.
stupid. Really? You just tickled yourself pink on that one. No, but it looks like a lot of fun. I'm glad they're taking a different approach to Miles. Just from seeing his fighting style and seeing a little bit of the story so far. I've been avoiding more because they're showing a lot more of the damn thing. There was something on the 6 new suits that are going to be in the game, and I refused to watch that because I want this stuff to be a surprise. I was pissed about Spider-Cat when I saw it because I like little...
Yeah, I was saying, I'm surprised you watched that.
I like little details like that. I mean, I was watching the video on YouTube, but then it went over to the IGN video for Spider Cat, and it was like halfway through it. I'm like, oh, forget it. Let me just watch it. But yeah, I enjoy like little details like that that relate to the character in a lot of ways. So, and a lot of times stuff like that is like nods to other stuff coming. So who knows? All right. Well, we'll be playing that in just a few short weeks. So get ready. Oh, speaking of which, did anybody get any more updates on their PS5 orders?
Still on pre-order. It still says I can go pick it up on the date at Best Buy.
Okay. Kim and Kevin?
Still gonna be mailed to us.
Yeah. Same thing for me. Mine's being mailed to me too.
I just really hope that there's no delay and that it actually comes on the day.
The biggest thing for me is it's freaking coming on Thursday, and if I have to go all weekend without playing my PS5, I'm gonna be pissed. And I'm already taking Friday off. I want to take Thursday and Friday off, but that's never gonna happen. So we'll see. And if I just knowing my luck, I'm gonna be sitting there at work, and then at like 8:30 in the morning, I'm gonna get a notification. Your PS5 was delivered. No.
Oh.
I will cough and sneeze immediately over everybody. I will go in the bathroom. I will smear feces in places so they think I'm sick, and I'll go home.
I mean, you could probably fake being sick without smearing poop everywhere.
Hey. That's how dedicated I am, damn it, okay?
No, that's what
I mean, go urine, at least that's sanitary.
Hashtag nasty gamer. That's gonna be my new handle.
Nice. Yeah.
Hashtag golden showers.
Oh no! Hashtag jail time.
Don't judge me, damn it. What I do on the weekend is my personal business. Anyway, moving on, there is new details for the Crown Tundra that just dropped. Well, at least that I'm aware of, but we're going to talk about it anyway. And if you guys are aware of it, just
I'm interested to hear what this news is.
Just fake your awareness and talk about it anyway.
Because I just listen to all the insiders, or it could be something new. But go on.
All right. I'm just going to read this project article. This is an article from a Twitter follower, a Twitter guy I follow. The Twitter account I follow, sorry. The name is Nintendo Everything. And this guy keeps up to date with everything. Hold on, sorry, there's a car beeping. Hold on.
Is it your car?
No. Better not be my car.
Is it Spider-Man in the car?
You're so stupid. It's the car across the street, jackass. Have to cut that out.
Spider-Man in the car.
Alright, let's try this again. Alright, I follow a Twitter handle, and it is Nintendo Everything. And the guy keeps up to date on legit everything with Nintendo, and he does a good job.
Is it Austin John, please?
No, hell no. I stopped following that dude. I can't stand him. He's an asshole.
He has become quite annoying lately.
He's very annoying. So anyway, I'm going to read it. It says, the new details about the Crown Tundra in Pokemon Sword and Shield have been revealed during the latest episode of Pokenchi. Information was provided about Dynamax Adventures. Okay, so here's the full rundown. There's 6 little bullet points. We could talk about each one. The first one is, to get a legendary Pokemon, you have to face off against 3 Dynamax Pokemon beforehand. Did you guys know this?
More or less.
I figured it might have something like that because when they showed the maps, they showed like little time points areas.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm actually excited about this little new adventure mode. I'm glad that they did something like this to kind of break up the monotony of the game. And this is what I was going to talk about with Eric earlier, but I stopped myself. Yesterday I played Pokemon Shield for about 16 hours straight. From the time I woke up to the time I went to bed at night, I went through the story.
Out.
No, it's I actually had a good time, which is what I was about to say. Actually got really invested, not in the story, but in the mechanics of the game and the mechanics of the Pokemon. See, I'm not like very versed in the game like you guys are, despite me playing this game already one time through. But this time through, working on catching the Pokemon and whatnot, I really, really enjoyed learning about the different types and the styles and different catch mechanics and stuff like that. So I've been thoroughly enjoying the game. It wasn't until like 11 o'clock today that I needed to take a break, and I felt a little burnt down on it. But I beat the main story. I'm gonna go through and beat the Isle of Armor. So by Thursday we can do an episode for the Crown Tundra.
I don't know if Kim even beat the Isle of Armor yet.
I gotcha, but I mean, I think it'd be a good thing to do just in case. Next, from where you start after defeating, it says it, but I'm assuming a legendary. You then have a choice on which way to go before finally getting to the final Pokemon. Okay, no. I guess that's each Dynamax Pokemon. So basically, after you beat one, you get to choose a direction you can go.
And then you probably run into a different Pokemon depending on the direction.
It says damage received from the previous stages will carry over, as well as lost PP and HP.
So you have to think in advance.
Which is expected. Well, I'm pretty sure it's going to be like a thing where you don't know. Obviously, you don't know which one you're going to fight. So you pretty much got to be prepared for anything. And that's something that I was thinking about too. I was trying to think about what the perfect team would be, and I realized that each Pokemon can have different attack types, which is perfect. Well, it's not perfect, but it helps. So, which is how I pretty much beat the game, because each one of my Pokemon had like 2 different attack types that covered the whole gamut of attacks.
What do you mean attack type? You mean types?
Like
attack moves.
More than just the same type on there.
Right, like with Rillaboom, I have the grass and the dark attacks with him. So instead of just all grass, I have grass and dark, which I didn't realize it when I first played it, but I realized it this time. Rillaboom is a racist ass Pokemon. That's a big ass Jamaican. That's all that is. What the fuck is going on?
Yeah, if you ever seen this G-Max, you might really say that.
Yeah, you're beating the damn drum.
His beat Jamaican you dance.
The next one, you can find characters and berries on the paths that can heal.
Nice. Didn't know that.
But I'm pretty sure from the previous bullet point, if you take the wrong path, you probably won't find anything, which would suck. And also too, if it's gonna be if the 4 of us go on this little adventure together, when we go on this little adventure together, do we each get to pick a path, or do we pick a path together? That's
what I was wondering. Would it be like the host picks? I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it would be that way, especially if it's like a team-based thing.
I was going to say, because I don't think you want to be split apart in this kind of thing. You might not even survive.
Exactly, because I was doing some freaking Dynamax battles earlier, and I had the computer on my side. Oh my god, they suck.
Yeah.
That Magikarp ain't useful.
It was terrible. No, that freaking what the hell is that damn horse? The first version of the horse.
Mudbury?
Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh god.
They brought him to a fight against the Grimmsnarl, and he got killed 4 times and 4 hits, and then we lost. I'm like, you son of a bitch.
The worst one is ever is when they bring Magikarp to an electric type fight. Like, I just have to shake my head as soon as I start like Magikarp. Not Gyarados, even though that would actually even be worse. But Magikarp, you're gonna bring Magikarp when I'm trying to fight some super electric type Pokemon. What's wrong with you people?
Just have to exit out and just freaking get back in there. Hope you don't have another
They're
Magikarp.
just trying to tell you that you should have had some friends.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Yeah, I know. I mean, the first 2 Dynamax battles I did, I had people join me, which was great because we blasted them in no time. But then the third one I did, I couldn't get anybody to join, so I was like, forget it, let me just try to do it myself. And that's when that damn Mudbray showed up. And
yeah, max raids are like they need to fix the AI for like not the AI, but like they need to fix the interface in general for online and Pokemon Sword and Shield. Like that card systems gotta go. That is horrible. Sometimes you can't even see your friends when they send you, well, they have it locked off to a friend request only type thing, and you still can't feed.
Yeah, because I remember that you and I had that problem on freaking episode of EXP Plays. We tried to do it, and it was not working, and then we finally got it to work. It was a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
All right, and the last little bullet point is you get guaranteed capture of a legendary Pokemon that you face. But
I'm kind of disappointed in that, but okay.
you can only capture one. So you can't.
Okay, when you say one, does that mean once you catch that legendary, you'll never be able to catch that legendary again?
That's what I'm assuming.
Fair enough, because I'll go along with that.
But it depends on what it's actually meaning, because it could mean just you can only catch it once in that game. So maybe if you join another person's game, they might be able to catch it, or they might have some way that they're blocking that off.
They probably
that's the other thing I'm thinking. So let's say you do that. That means that once you get all legendaries, there's going to be no point for you to do it, and nobody's going to do it unless they have some other kind of reward that you get after you have them all.
Or the joy of helping out a friend. Jeez.
Yeah, no,
about.
Yeah, but what about the random people? Like sometimes people don't got friends.
True that.
Listen to the theme song.
What?
What's the theme song?
Every theme song has some sort of friendship symbolism in it.
This is not Smash. This is not Smash. There are no words to the song.
No, the anime.
Oh, the main one.
The series.
Really,
is my real test. To train them is my call.
Let him go.
I will travel across the land, searching far and wide. Each Pokemon to understand the power that's inside. Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all.
So true.
You
teach me and I'll teach. There it goes. It's right there. You teach me and I'll teach you.
But that's just a Pokemon. That's not friends.
Oh,
Lord,
in this world, we must defend.
It's so happy. I'm choking.
World, we must defend. But that's just against Team Rocket.
That's about friendship, also.
So wait, are you guys? So overall, you guys excited for the Crown Tundra? And if so, are you more excited for the Crown Tundra than you were the Isle of Armor?
I am more
bigger than the Isle of Armor.
Yes,
so I'm looking forward
I think it's
to
going to have more story. It has pretty much. It has more of everything. Isle of Armor just feels like something they brought out to bring increase the Pokédex size. I mean, increase the national dex size, and it just appease people who are like thirsty for something like kind of right after. But like the story in Isle of Armor was kind of small. It was cute, and I did like Urshifu, but in general, it was kind of lacking. But I think that the Crown Tundra is going to have all that extra stuff that we want, like the all the legendaries being added in, new gameplay modes. I'm looking forward to it.
Gotcha.
See,
I've been looking forward to the teams done this forever.
I'm not too concerned about the legendaries because I don't really use legendaries in battles anyways. But it's nice to have them. Yes.
For Pokédex
I'm kind of disappointed that they didn't add more Galarian forms, and all we got was Slowpoke, Slowbro, and
I was excited about. In
Slowking.
In older games, in the Alolan forms, how many Pokemon was added to that one? Like how many Alolan
forms?
There was at least like
about the same amount. They didn't. I know that the new game or the sequel series of games for Sun and Moon didn't have any extra Alolan forms, but they did add 5 new Pokemon altogether.
I think they had a lot of Ultra Beasts.
Yeah, they added more Ultra Beasts is what they added in Ultra Sun and Moon and Zeraora.
I got you.
But
what about Necrozma? Was he actually in the original game?
The who? Yeah.
Necrozma, however you say it.
Necrozma was in the original game, yes. But
what about the fusion?
All we get is the Slowpoke line and the 3 legendary birds with Galarian forms, but I mean those are cool and all, but I don't know. I think I like the regular trio birds better.
I would have preferred them not making the birds being making Alolan forms of the legendary. Like I'm okay with them
Don't
having
worry.
like a lower forms of regular Pokemon, but I just feel that legendary shouldn't have them.
I'm
Galarian
with you,
ones.
Eric, on that one.
Kim, since you're our resident Poke expert, are you excited about Crown Tundra?
I am a little bit, but to answer your question previously, I was more excited for the Isle of Armor,
Okay, why?
like just the anticipation leading up to it, than I
Okay.
am now.
More hype coming for it.
And I think that's just because my mind is like so one track on PlayStation 5, and so that right now all of my energy is going towards being excited for that. Anything else is just secondary to it.
I got you, bro.
Plus all that time she's putting into Minecraft right now.
Well, I'm with you on that. I am excited about the PS5 as well. Just a few weeks away, like I said earlier, and yeah, we will be doing a live show when that happens. That's for sure. Eric, give me some transition music. Hit it.
Gotta catch 'em all. Gotta catch 'em all. Pokemon.
No. That is a cop out. Give me some real music. Go. Much better. All right.
I was waiting for him to do the Pokemon theme.
We're going to move on to the open discussion, and we're going to chit chat about previous iterations of launch consoles and what made you guys excited for them. We're going to start off with you, Kim. What was your first console that you remember having, and why were you excited about it?
Okay, so this is a really, really tough question for me. The first console that I was ever really excited about getting
Mm-hmm.
is the PlayStation 5.
Oh, wow.
No, the reason I say that, because for PlayStation 4, well, pretty much this is my only launch system.
Mm-hmm.
And PlayStation 4, Nintendo Switch. I got those like a year or so later after they've come out.
Okay.
And I was holding off because like, I don't really need it. Didn't really care. I was like, my current systems were playing just fine. And then I got them. Of course, they were great.
Mhm.
But this is the only one that I've been this like legit excited for.
Gotcha. Good. What are you most excited about for the PlayStation 5? Because there's to be honest, there's not a huge graphical leap happening. I mean, the games are going to be gorgeous, and the sumbitch is like 3 times bigger. So, what excites you as a gamer for the PlayStation 5 and the future of gaming that comes along with it?
The most exciting, the biggest thing that I'm excited for PlayStation 5 is improving how the systems run, like having the console be made better.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm looking forward to playing the PlayStation without having the fan drown out everything else that I'm doing.
Houston, we are clear for takeoff.
Now boarding the PlayStation 5. Or the PlayStation 4. Yeah, I concur 100%. You know, the PlayStation obviously earlier on was quiet. It didn't get loud for me until like my 3rd year in. That's when it started getting loud. I guess that's when the games really started like truly taking advantage of the hardware, and that's something to remember about these new hardware launches, is that like people they have the stuff that's really gimmicky in the beginning, like for the Wii and the Wii U and the PlayStation 3 with the freaking 6-axis, Lord, and then the trackpad with the PlayStation 4. There's stuff like that that's gimmicky in the beginning that makes it exciting to play and figure out and just check it out. But the system and the hardware never really gets taken advantage of until the end of the line. I mean, just look at The Last of Us 2. That's one of the most photorealistic, most beautiful games I've ever played in my life, and the whole time I'm playing it, I'm like, I'm watching a freaking movie on my damn screen. And at that time, I didn't even have a 4K TV. I just had a regular old HD TV, and it looked beyond gorgeous to me. So I'm excited for that future, and I'm praying that they really take advantage of the hardware faster this time than they did with the previous systems. Eric, what are you most what's one of the systems? What's one of the systems that you were excited about?
First, quick side note: they still haven't properly taken advantage of the PS4 trackpad. I'm just gonna throw that out.
Well, you have not
It's
played.
true.
You have not played Ghost of Tsushima yet, because that game does it very well.
Okay, fair enough. Now, as far as which system I was most excited for, there's so many I could say. The first system I was most excited for was the Super Nintendo, and then PlayStation, and then the N64, and then the PlayStation 2, and the PlayStation 3, and the PlayStation 4. So
Okay.
that's a loaded question for
All right,
me.
I want you to pick one that you had the best experience with overall. Which is one of your favorite systems that you ever owned? I'm going to change the question up
Nintendo.
just for you.
Super Nintendo.
Why?
That was
That's
a
a good
good
solid
Christmas.
system.
Had great games. It was like the first true system. Well, I did get a Nintendo, but I don't remember. Everybody has a Nintendo. That was like the first time that I got a system before like everybody else had one I knew. Like I was like the first person I knew that had a Super Nintendo. So it just felt good. Like, all the friends came over to play my Super Nintendo. Like people at the Genesis, yeah, whatever. I had Super Nintendo, the superior 16-bit console. And it had Mario.
Did it have blast
Mario
processor?
World. Huh?
So, but did it have blast processor?
It did not, but it had Blastoise processing. I remember that.
It was good though. Yeah, it had good sound.
The Super was fantastic. That's where I got my love for RPGs from.
Hell yeah, Super Nintendo was the RPG system.
Some
Well,
of
to
the-
be
some of the
precise, it was the JRPG system.
Yes, it's a JRPG system. Some of the first. I mean, aside from Super Mario World, which we'll be playing later on tonight at Retro Gaming Sessions, starring Kim. Aside from Super Mario World, and Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter and stuff like that, I played mainly JRPGs on that damn thing. Like I don't know where I got them from. They just showed up at my damn house somewhere, and I got them. I mean, a lot of the times I did go to like Blockbuster and stuff like that to rent games when I could. So that was like my Friday and Saturday thing that I had to look forward to after school. I get out of school, beg my mom for a few bucks, and then I would run to the store and grab a game and play it all weekend.
I
And
forgot that Blockbuster you can do that.
And actually,
I miss rental
actually
places
missed
in
those
general.
games.
They actually just closed down Family Video down the street last week. I didn't even
Aw.
know about it because it was already closed. I was like, I'm sad. That's like one of the last like rental kind of places that there were around here. Blockbuster's been gone for who knows how long. And Hollywood Video even before that.
No, it
There's
sucks.
still some out here in this area.
It really sucks to say that those have become obsolete, because I definitely miss just having that ritual.
The
of doing
atmosphere was great.
that. And the atmosphere too. Well, not really, because everything was all dirty and sticky, but still.
Well, I just meant the whole fact that you can like go up in there and be like, "Oh, what do I want to get? This game looks good. This game." Like
Exactly.
you actually had so many choices about what you wanted to rent.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Before Hollywood Video bought out a bunch of places,
Ooh, hello,
and
Hollywood
came into
Video.
being. There was a big place called Video Park, I think it was called,
Mhm.
and they had their little horror section, and
Nice.
they had like a coffin and a guy, like a little robotic situation thing, like a Halloween decoration, will pop out of there now and then,
That's
and
funny.
it would show that he would he was dead and had been electrocuted or whatever, and said, "This is what happens when you don't pay your rental fees or you don't rewind or something."
What was the last thing you guys rented from a Blockbuster type store? What was the last thing y'all rented? You remember?
I can't remember, but I want to say it was probably Super Smash Bros. Because I used to rent that game a whole lot.
No,
before I
it
finally
doesn't
bought
have-
the original when I was in '64.
It doesn't have to be a game.
I'm telling you. Well, what do you think? I want to rent from a video store? A video?
Yeah, videos for.
Back in the day, no, I'm more worried about those video games.
Last physical video, the last physical video rental store that I remember renting something was from Blockbuster or Hollywood, and it was a Game Boy Color Game Boy game or
Mhm.
something, and I think it was Monster Rancher.
I love Monster Rancher.
It was
it's so
like a
good.
medallion card-based game
Monster
or whatever,
Rancher's so
because
good.
like one of them places had like Game Boy games for rent.
Bring back Monster Rancher.
Not that specific one,
Aw. Kim, how about you,
but
Greg?
yes.
I honestly don't remember the last time I rented something.
The last thing that I rented was an actual PlayStation 2.
Really?
And they had it in a case. It looked
Yeah,
like
I love those
it looked
black
like a
briefcase looking
freaking crime scene from the FBI because they had it in the case. They had to unlock the case, and then the guy had to walk it out to my car, and he had a handcuff on the damn briefcase. I'm like, "Why you got a handcuff on?
Nice.
It's not that serious."
On a
They
PlayStation
rented out
2.
systems.
On the PlayStation,
I didn't
2.
even
Yep,
realize
they sure
that.
did.
You had to put like $100 down, though.
Yep, and I actually talked my mom into doing it, and she did it.
How did you do that?
I have no idea.
Did she have something on her?
I have no idea. But I think that if I'm not mistaken, I think you got the money back. Like
You did,
Yeah.
minus the regular rental fee, but still,
Exactly.
$100.
As
You might as well
Yeah,
bought
turn
it
on
by
your
the
mom
damn
and
thing.
you're like, this doesn't have to go out into the light of day if you give me this.
And then, to be perfectly honest, I think that's might be how I got my PlayStation 2. I think we kept it because I'm.
Wow!
Mom's like, I'm not
After
taking
all
this damn
the
thing back.
briefcases in the
Yeah, I think my mom's logic was that, if it's gonna be 100, 120, 150 bucks to rent it, and then you go out and spend $250 for a new one, just keep this one. I think that's what happened. So
Yeah, I bet you never went back to that video place.
well, they actually closed down like a month later, so it was perfect.
That's part
Yeah,
one.
I'm
Too many people
Somebody
keeping
probably
their
got-
systems.
She probably got a bad ding on her credit to this day because of that thing.
My mom's credit never been good. Don't even go there. So, all right, Kevin, what was one of the systems you were most excited to get, bro?
I was pretty excited about the Super Nintendo when I got it.
Hmm.
I was like, I was excited about the NES, but I was like second grade. I couldn't really.
Yeah, everybody was just
And I had like a 30-minute time limit that I could play each day, and all this other rules and stuff.
poor
I didn't
boy.
have that
Yeah,
freedom.
I was the exact same way. With the NES, I used to sneak and play it, and then because at the time I lived with my grandma, and my grandma would be mad because she thought, like every other old person, that games rot your brain. So she was like, "You only get a half an hour to play a day." No, I'm sorry, not a day, a week. I got a half an hour a week. So I was like,
can't
forget
do
that.
anything.
I am playing Dino
moved out.
Wars. You are not going to stop me from playing Dino Wars. I love Dino Wars. Bring back Dino Wars. It was so good. And she kept it in the piano bench like I didn't know. And my dumb ass would take it out and play it and put it back. And she knew exactly how she put it in there. I got whooped so many times for taking that damn thing.
Was it worth it?
Gotta be sneaky.
Hell yeah, it was worth it. Dino
Sure it
Wars
was
is
worth
always worth it.
And he built up a pain tolerance,
What was that?
maybe. I said, and you probably built up a pain tolerance, maybe.
I don't know about that. I was a really skinny kid, so it was all built on bone, so that didn't feel good. Yeah. So is there any innovation? I mean, aside from the haptic feedback triggers and whatnot that's coming to PS5 that you guys are excited for, or that you wish that they would actually implement, that's something that you guys thought about, like maybe during the PS3 or PS4 era, that you would like to see come to the PS5, despite the fact that
They're
we
making
know
those-
what's coming.
I'm saying that they're making the R2 and L2 buttons a little bit more sturdier and less chance of easily getting pressed. I'm kind of looking forward to it.
Yeah, I don't know how sturdy it's going to be after having. That's something I'm actually worried about. I think that's going to be an amazing feature to have, but after fighting that resistance in the controller, especially with the freaking with the analog stick, like I'm afraid it's going to break so fast because you're basically pushing harder just to make it go. You know what I'm saying? We're supposed to be able to feel resistance, like in the Astrobot game. They showed one part where this like cloud pops up and there's blowing wind in your face, and you're supposed to be able to feel that resistance in the left analog stick when you're walking. So if I have to push harder on the analog stick to make it go, what makes me think that's not gonna break sooner?
I'm just gonna say I'm screwed because I already have a horrible track record for DualShock 4, so I'm doomed. I might as well just make sure I get some extended warranties on every damn controller I ever buy because I'm gonna be returning those things a lot.
You better not never play Astrobot because that's this is gonna break the first day.
I don't think it's gonna make it so that you have to push harder. But what I was referring to is the shoulder buttons, R2 and L2 on PS4.
I understand that, and I'm saying the same thing for those too, because when you feel, and that's exactly what it is, you have to push harder because you feel the resistance in the R button, the R trigger, when you like pull back a bow, which is what everybody's saying. When you pull back a bow, you feel the resistance, so you do have to push harder. So what makes me think that that's not going to break it sooner than later? I
don't think it's going to be as drastic as you're thinking.
I hope it is.
Like you're gonna feel the resistance, but it's not gonna be like I gotta put a rock on this to make it move.
Use your feet too, boy. Use your feet. Oh man, back in the day. Okay. Quick side story. We used to play Mortal Kombat. Me, Eric, and my boy Trey. Rest in peace. And that game where you have to break the bricks, you know what I'm saying? You have to push the button really fast. You have to push the button, the A button or the B button, whatever, really fast.
You can press all those buttons.
And I had no problem like zipping through it. I would just hit him like really fast. And my nickname from Eric was Turbo Fingers for the longest time. So
that's what she said.
So my boy Trey, he devised a way to beat me. He would take a spoon. Whenever we would play Mortal Kombat, he would have the spoon next to him. I'm like, what are you going to spoon? He was like, you're going to see. And we played the mini game, and he would slide the spoon across the buttons really fast, and it would zip that sumbitch up so damn fast. I actually leveled up because I trained at home for weeks on end to beat him by pushing the buttons faster. So my forearms got strong as hell. And eventually I did beat him though, but it was just funny. It was just
eventually
hilarious.
All three of you just bring a spoon to the party?
Nah. I don't like cheaters. I just do it my own way. Anyway,
Using tools ain't cheating.
That's it for the open discussion, and we're gonna move on to this week in gaming history. Jones, hit me. If you don't put some bass in your voice. Classic. Oh, sorry, I got into it. All right. On this day in gaming history, not this day, on this other day, which is October 13th, 17 years ago in 2003, Kirby Air Ride dropped for the GameCube.
So close. I should have did a Kirby music instead of a Zelda music, but maybe it's a Zelda one day.
Now, I never got a chance to play this game, and I sent you guys the pictures, by the way, just in case you want to look. I never got a chance to play Kirby's Air Ride, but I heard that this is one of the most fun Kirby games that ever came out.
I had it.
Yeah? How was it?
I played it. It was confusing as all hell. Like, are you racing? Are you battling? I don't know.
Aw.
Everything.
Kim, how about you, girl? You got an experience with this game?
No, never played it.
I got you. Eric? No?
Nope. Heard of it. Never played it.
I want to play it. I wonder how much it is right now on Amazon, because I do have my GameCube to my other TV.
That one power-up item in Smash Brothers where you have to collect the pieces and then you fly in, that's from Kirby's Air Ride.
And also the star that you collect, which is one of my favorites, and then you just fly up and then you pound down. That's from Kirby's Air Ride.
That is the exact time.
Well, that's been in Kirby forever.
What'd you say, Eric?
No, that's been in Kirby forever. The one I'm talking about is a 3-piece one because it's like an ultimate air ride
gun thing.
Yeah,
device.
I know that.
And the whole point in some of those battle arenas in Kirby's Air Ride was to collect the 3-part pieces, and then you just get this ultimate ride that you can just take out everybody.
I just have to ask this one question.
Yeah.
Is this the game that Meta Knight appeared in first?
No.
I don't know. Meta Knight's a badass.
I think that's the
Meta Knight's been in the Kirby
games.
series since like the NES.
Eric, I think that you should make your episode of Retro Gaming Session next week the Kirby game.
Sure, why not? Kirby!
Yay, exciting times. All right, moving on to October 14th, 21 years ago in Japan, 1999, released JoJo's Bizarre Adventure for the PlayStation 1.
Go, baby!
Okay, that's beautiful, Joe. That's beautiful, Joe. Don't do that.
Oh, wait, what did you say? All right.
JoJo's Bizarre.
You said JoJo's Great Bizarre Adventure.
Joe,
Yes.
I got stupid. Henry.
I love Henshin. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure was, if I'm not mistaken, a really, really awkward fighting game. It's hyper Japanese. Side boob everywhere. Even men have side balls in that game.
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure? No.
That doesn't sound like JoJo.
It's a super weird anime.
But it also
where
comes
all
with
of
PlayStation 1.
all his characters are like themed around like rock stars and stuff.
I'm about to look this up real quick. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure for PlayStation 1.
I don't think it is sad.
Yeah, it is a fighting game. It's like I thought. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure for PlayStation 1.
Yeah, but
It's a
you
fighting
said
game. It's a lot like...
Well,
Well, if you look at the picture, you will see it, and I'm actually looking at the picture right now that has it. So it's very reminiscent of like the Marvel's Capcom games and Marvel's Street Fighter games and stuff like that. It doesn't have the tag team aspect of it, but it is in that style because I did play this game. I actually played a demo of this game on demo disc back in the day. That came with one of the magazines. So I do remember this game.
It's made by Capcom.
I remember this game fondly. I know that the later games got weirder and weirder, and I didn't play any other ones after that. But it is a very, very weird fighting game. All right, skipping a couple of days.
I've never played a JoJo video game, but I have watched like a lot of the anime. There's like 5 different anime series, maybe more than that.
Yeah,
I bet you have.
it's still going.
Yep.
Check it out. Skipping a couple of days ahead to October 16th, 19 years ago in North America, 2001, Devil May Cry released for the PlayStation 2. Another Capcom game on the list, and I love DMC. I didn't play 1 or 2 until later on. The first one I played was 3, and that game was hard as hell.
Hard as hell is what I heard. That's the first one I didn't play, but I heard Clinton told me that game was hard as hell.
It was fun. I played it.
Part 4, they revamped the entire system, and they made it a lot more cinematic and a lot more action-packed, and just the platforming.
To be fair, that was the first one that came out on PS3, so yeah.
And then Part 5 is one of my all-time favorite action games of all time. So yeah, for sure. Kim, have you played a Devil May Cry game?
No, I never played it.
No? You're not into the action fighter shoot 'em up, beat 'em up games?
No, not really.
It's too manly for you, baby. It's too manly.
I had a friend that let me borrow his PlayStation 2, and he borrowed my PlayStation 1 because his...
That's a very uneven out trade.
Shut up, just listen.
I will let you borrow this cup of sugar for your PlayStation 5. Let me look.
Well,
make that happen.
See, he had the original PlayStation console, and I had the small PS1, and his system was modded, and so there were some newer games he couldn't play, and so he borrowed my system, and in exchange I got to borrow his PlayStation 2 so I could play Devil May Cry.
Okay, let me just ask this. Was his PlayStation 2 also modded? Because you know PlayStation 2 can play PlayStation 1 games.
I don't know. I think
Maybe he was being a nice sport.
Maybe he was a pretty nice guy. But.
Good talk. On October 17th, which was yesterday, 15 years ago, 2005 in North America, released Fire Emblem Path of Radiance on the GameCube. Another GameCube on the list. I never played a Fire Emblem game until the one for the Switch, and I love that game to death. I didn't beat it because it's long as hell, and those those strategy battles get crazy hard later on. I do enjoy strategy games. I love trying to work my way through them, but those battles toward the end were toward the middle, I should say, were a little tough. I may play through it again on easy just to get through it, but yeah. So I'm taking it that you guys never played the Fire Emblem game.
Probably is.
Not that one.
Not that one. Would
Not
you
that
play
one, no. Maybe. It depends. I also have a hard time getting through a Fire Emblem game. I'll get them and I'll play them with the intent of getting through it, and then I always just end up falling out of it.
Yeah, it gets way too tough. I mean, the story for the one on the Switch, Three Houses, was just so much fun to get through, and you basically become a teacher of these three schools, and the story just unfolds and unlocks from there, and you get to talk to each student and recruit them and have them in your party, and you can take off permadeath, which is a staple in the series, but I turn that shit off because I don't want my favorite people dying.
They
dying.
don't get them killed. Don't let them die. That's how you keep them from dying. Don't let them die.
Like I said, you play that damn game
rough.
and see how hard it is. The game is no joke. All right,
The one I played on Game Boy Advance, I would save before every battle, and if anybody died, I'd have to restart it and do it over again.
Yeah, and plus a lot of those battles they last I think the longest battle I had was 45 minutes, and it was insane for one freaking battle. I can only imagine how long the other battles is. There was this game I cannot remember for the 64. It was a tactic game.
Tactics Ogre.
No, it was different.
Ogre Tactics.
No,
Battle Ogre.
No, it was a totally different one. It had robots and stuff in it, and
StarCraft.
No.
Wait.
No.
I freaking love this tactic game. It's actually one of the first tactic games I ever played. And then my second one was Final Fantasy Tactics, which still holds the record as the greatest tactical game of all time. But I played the shit out that damn game, and even then, those battles were freaking long as hell. So, these new ones are going to be just as tough. All right, the same day, October 17th, still 10 years ago, 2010, in North America for the Wii, released Kirby's Epic Yarn. And I did play this game. I played a demo of this game, actually, and I had a great time playing this damn game. It was actually really gorgeous. Nintendo has a way of making their games insanely beautiful with what they have. They may not have the most, upgraded CPUs and GPUs in the world, but with what they have, they work with it, and they make these games freaking amazing. And Kirby's Epic Yarn was definitely one of them. Another one that came out along that line was Yoshi's Woolly World. And
Yoshi's Epic Yarn.
Yoshi's Woolly World.
It was Woolly World.
And I did not like that game at all. Actually, I bought it excited. I got the Yoshi Amiibo, which my son now owns. It's his now. He actually has it right now in his hand. And I just after the first world, I just stopped playing. I didn't like it.
Our son played the Yoshi's Woolly World, but I didn't really put any effort into it. It seemed kind of, I don't know.
It was just too easy.
Kidding?
Well, it's just that all these Yoshi's Worlds games all stem from the one with Baby Mario, and then they just kind of went on their own.
Super Mario World 2.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island, which was by far the best Yoshi game. And the only one I've actually completely beaten.
Bring back Yoshi.
And I played some of the past Yoshi games where it was just him. And there was that one where Yoshi gets different powers and can turn into cars and all these other things, kind of very similar to Little Nemo's Dreamland for the NES.
Oh my god, I love that game so much. That was one of my favorite games of all time on the NES. Bring back.
That game was so freaking hard.
You're gonna bring back the whole NES.
But
bring back Nemo.
The Yoshi's games, they just didn't have as much of a challenge for me.
Switch.
But I mean, they were good platformers. I figured it was good for me to play.
I definitely love those games. And there's one more on the list that actually just popped up. 35 years ago, Eric,
Damn, I was like 3.
can you guess what it is? 1985 in North America?
Mega Man 1?
The NES control deck, it says.
Wow.
Which is the actual system itself. So I guess that's what they called it back in the day. Yeah, but the NES was freaking gorgeous. I don't care what nobody says. It was beautiful. I love it. I still remember when well, actually, I don't know if I told you guys that story or not, but I remember my mom had went out one day. It was a Saturday. And she said, you guys can stay up all night. She gave us a ton of junk food. Responsible parent. She gave us a ton of junk food, and she bought out our system so we can play it. And she said, you guys can play all night as long as you guys make sure you turn off the stove and the lights and stuff before you go to bed. So we were playing. And me and my brother fell asleep playing Mario. And my mom had on a black dress when she left. So we fell asleep both on the couch. And I remember opening my eyes. And
oh, damn, at the time. Oh,
yep,
damn.
this story. And I heard, quote unquote, my mom come in. And I'm like, hey, Mom, did you have a good time? She said, yeah, baby, I had a great time. Go back to sleep. So I wake up 2 hours later. My actual mom walks through the door. Everything in the house is gone. The Nintendo's gone. The TV is gone. The jewelry's gone. The money's gone. I freaking woke up to a robber robbing us. And they told me to go back to sleep. And I did.
Oh, no.
Oh, I mean, at least they didn't kill you.
And that's 100% true. But it's like I tell everybody, I should have been dead many times growing up, but the good Lord looked after me. So anyway, that was a pretty funny story.
Yeah, go back to sleep, or you might go for the ultimate sleep.
but the thing was, it was a chick that we had let live with us, and my mom. She owed my mom $20, and they got into a fight over $20.
Oh, wow.
Usually happens in Chicago, and my mom kicked her out. And then 2.5 weeks later, on that weekend, she came back in with her sons, who were our age at the time, and they stole everything. So
What's up?
good memories.
I've got more robbery stories than anybody, but still.
I know, we'll definitely tell one later. On that note, we are officially out of time. We are going to record the episode of Retro Gaming Sessions a little bit separate, just a little bit, and I'll add a link at the end of this episode. If you guys enjoyed the podcast, please leave a like and subscribe, and leave any comments underneath to help us make this thing a little bit better. If nobody leaves comments, that's okay. We're used to it. We do it because we love it, and that's all that matters. Until next time, gamers. Kim, tell them what to do.
Level up.
Yes, sir. And don't rob
Girl,
nobody.
send me fan mail.
And don't rob people
Robbing.
Don't rob people.
for the NESs.